Good afternoon, everyone. In today's session, we are going to have the presentation for batch number three. Okay, and most of you have sent the presentation report and also the PPT, which is there according to the template. Okay, so let me welcome you all for this session, which will be of 1 hour duration for the entire batch. And you are going to present your PPT by sharing your screen. Okay. So see to it that your PPT is ready in your phone or laptop or desktop you're presenting. Okay. So you will be given a time of 7 minutes to present, and you will be having question and answer for 3 minutes. Okay. So totally 8 to 10 minutes will be there. Okay. And I want some images that are there in your PPT, which is in your home. Okay. I don't want it to be in internet. Okay, I want it to be in your home. Okay, whatever the photos that are there. Okay, so let me take the attendance right now. Let me take the attendance right now. Chaitanyam, right?
Fine, sir.
Diresh Yadav, Darshan HM.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm taking the attendance. 1 minute. I think Chaitanyam joined. Okay, Chaitan, Chirai, Darshan HM. Chiresh is absent. Okay. Darshan HM is present. Darshan Kumar HS.
Present, sir.
Darshan, I think you have only sent the
Sir, I
template.
have sent the report also, sir.
No, 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 no. See, let
Sir,
me show you what you have sent. Where is the
sir.
report?
After you send me that message, I was sent, sir.
Let me show you the report. What you have sent. Can I
Sir, I
show
have
it?
sent. Sir,
Can you
Sir,
see
correctly
this?
answered
This
on
is the
the
mail that you have sent.
Sir, I have sent to this ones also, sir.
This is 1 minute. 1 minute, Darshan. This is the mail that you have sent. This is the mail, isn't it? Darshan Kumar HS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is the report that you have sent.
Yes, sir.
Where is the content? Where is the content, Darshan? Hmm? Where is the content?
Sir, the another PDF.
Which another PDF, sir? How many
Sir, I have
PDF are
sent
you going
first right,
to
sir. That is,
send? See, let me tell you, this is the PDF what you have sent. Okay. Where is
yes, sir.
it? You want to show this one? Ah, this is the one. This is the presentation. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you getting it? Darshan Kumar HS.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh? Did you understand the meaning of report and PPT?
Yes, sir. I
This is
understood,
the
sir.
report. Okay. This is the report template. REPORT. Report. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting it?
Yes, sir. Get.
Are you getting it?
Yes,
So
sir.
your marks for the report will be zero. Okay. Your marks for the report will be zero. Are you getting it? I cannot send everything and tell you to do it. You as a student should remember certain things. Okay. Your marks for the
Yes.
report is zero. Okay. Fine. So only we will be evaluating Darshan Kumar HS for 8 marks instead of 10 marks. Fine? Okay. Is that fine, Darshan Kumar HS?
Sir, sorry.
Please don't
Sir, I
say
have no
such words
laptop.
from what, sir? Many of them have
Sir, I have
don't
no
have
laptop here.
laptop and
Just
they
so.
have done. Okay,
Yes.
1 minute, sir. Let me understand. Make you understand. 15 days earlier, we have sent. Alvapa Deshwant. Deshwant.
Yes, sir.
Hmm? How many days were over? 15 days. Do I need to make a call and tell everyone? Is that my job?
No. Sir.
Huh? Tell me, how much times should I reply to you, man? Nothing doing. Okay, nothing doing. You will be having evaluation being done only for 8 marks. Out of 8, how much you will get? That much is your marks. That's all. Okay, I cannot tell everyone to make such things which is already told 15 days earlier, and I've also posted the recent ones. Okay, I cannot be doing such things again and again. I have a bit of patience level and I cannot surpass it. Okay, fine. So let me take the attendance. Chaitanyam,
Yes, sir.
you will be marked as, yeah. Chaitanyam, Chirai, Chiresh,
Present, sir.
Present, sir.
Darshan HM, Darshan Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Darshan PJ.
Present, sir.
Okay. Deepak M and Deshwant.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we'll be starting our presentation in this 1 hour duration, and I want the starting person, that is Chetan, will go according to the roll number. Chaitanyam,
Yes,
you
sir.
can start sharing your screen and
Okay,
you
sir.
can present your PPT. Only you will get 7 minutes. Later you will have Q&A. Okay. So everyone, 7 minutes will be the presentation time and 3 minutes will be the Q&A time. Okay. So you will be evaluated based on your performance, and if you miss out on anything, then you will lose marks. Okay. Yes. So you will start presenting now. Chaitanyam, start sharing.
Okay, sir. Sir, is it visible, sir? Hello, sir.
Yeah, it is visible. You can start presenting. Put it to slideshow mode and start presenting.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. My name is Chaitanyam from Mechanical Department. Today I'm going to present safety measures on electrical wiring in domestic installation. So protective devices, sir. Some protective devices, equipment applied to electrical power system to detect abnormal and intolerable conditions and to initiate appropriate corrective actions are known as protective devices. They protect the electrical appliances against short circuit, abnormal variations in supply voltage, and etc. Protective device include stabilizers, circuit breakers, and fuse, etc. Sir. Some of the protective devices used at home are fuse, MCB, ELCB, stabilizers, earthing, and grounding. Fuses are built for safety measures. Uh, i- uh, if there is too much of current flowing through the circuit, fuses have been used as essential safety devices from the early of the days of the electrical engineering. A fuse consists of metal strip or a wire fuse element of small small cross section compared to the circuit conductors mounted between a pair of electrical terminals and enclosed by a non-combustible housing. If too high current flows through the if too high current flows, the element rises to a higher temperature and either directly melts or else melts a solder joint within the fuse opening and circuit and stops the current flowing. Some different types of fuse photos. MCB, miniature circuit breaker. MCB automatically switches off electrical circuits during any abnormal conditions in electrical network such as overload and short circuit
See,
conditions.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, Chaitanyam.
Yes,
Are
sir.
these images in your home? These
Sir,
images are from your home? It is
No,
from
sir.
internet, no?
This one, no, sir.
Huh?
No, sir. Sir. No, sir.
These are the images what you see in internet.
Yes,
Fuses.
sir.
I want you to post the images which are there at your house. Circuit breaker, fuse, and all. These are the internet images. I can also get it.
Oh,
That was clearly told, no, while explaining. Okay. So you change it and post it again. Okay. Continue.
shall I continue, sir?
Continue.
MCB,
Cut.
miniature circuit breaker, or switches off electrical circuits during abnormal conditions in electrical network, such as overload and short circuit conditions. The miniature circuit breaker is an electromechanical device which guards the electrical wires and electrical load from current so that if it can avoid any kind of fire or electrical hazards. Handling MCB is quite safer and it restores the supply. MCB is the most preferred choice for overload and short circuit. MCB can reset very fast and doesn't have any maintenance cost. Stabilizer. Stabilizer is a device that automatically maintains a constant voltage at inputs of any receiver or electrical power or or a constant current in a circuit of such receivers. They are able to judge the difference between power and input and output and work accordingly. The table which differentiates which the devices we manufacture, model, operating voltage, uh, current rating, braking capacity, cost. MCB, the manufacturer is Anchor model C16. Operating voltage is 240 to 415 volts, and current rating is 63. Braking capacity is 10 kilo amperes, and cost is 190 rupees. Stabilizers are V-Guard company stabilizer, Crystal plus Supreme model name, and 90 to 29 290 volts. Current rating is 12, and braking capacity is 4 kilowatts. And it costs around 3,000 to 4,000. That cost was 3,100, 3,099. Fuse is V-Guard. Uh, VG40 is the model, and operating voltage is 500 volts. Current rating is 32. Braking capacity is 120 kiloampere, and cost is 350. Earthing system or grounding system connects specific parts of an electrical power system with the ground typically. The Earth's conductive surface for safety and functional purposes. The choice of earthing system can affect the safety and electromagnetic compatibility of the installation. The type of earthing in our home is, in my home, the type of earthing is pipe earthing. Pipe earthing, a galvanized pipe is inserted to a depth of minimum 2 meter with a few holes made in it at in the lower end, and the size of the pipe fixed is 2 meter long, and the diameter is 38 meters. The depth depends on the type of the soil. Mm. Layers of charcoal and common salt are filled, and thickness of 30 mm and 80 mm. Wiring. Wiring is a process of connecting cables and wires to related devices such as fuse, switches, sockets, lights, fans, etc. to main distribution board. Is a specific structure to the utility pole for continued power supply. The type of internal wiring usually are plate wiring, wooden casing and caping wiring, CTS or TRS or PVC sheathing wiring, metal sheath wiring or conduit wiring. Sir, thank you, sir. Finish, sir.
Okay. Which one is the. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Where is the thank you slide?
Sir, I think I missed it, sir.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Sorry, sir.
Yes. Coming to the questions. What is the major difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker?
Sir, fuse and circuit breaker. Uh, Sir, fuse as a uh, circuit
Okay.
breaker
Next
hang
question.
on
What
the
do you mean?
Sir, circuit breaker can handle high load, sir, whereas
What do you
base
mean by
can.
breaking capacity?
Sir, the
What do you mean by
capacity,
breaking capacity?
the capacity till which the any protective device can hold the current is known as breaking capacity.
Okay, what is the difference between operating current and breaking capacity?
Operating current and sir, operating current means uh, sir, the protective device from which from sir.
Okay, thank you, Chetan. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You can stop sharing. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you can stop sharing and post the images which are there in your house. That is the fuse, circuit breaker, stabilizer, and everything, and send it again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you, Chetan. You can leave the meeting.
Yes.
Okay. So next we have Chiresh, right? Yeah, Chirai. Chirai is there. Okay. Start presenting Chirai. Yeah, your time starts
Is it
now,
visible, sir?
Chirai. Yeah, the slides are you put it in slideshow mode and start presenting. Yes, it is visible. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Start. Your time starts now.
Hello.
Yeah, Chirai, you are audible, but your PPT is not visible.
So now?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Start presenting. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Start presenting.
Good afternoon. Myself Chirai, sir. Now I'm gonna present on safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic and electrical installations. Okay, what are electrical devices and what are electrical safety devices? Electrical safety devices are the devices that use or generate electricity and transform it into another form of energy, such as heat or light. Electricity makes the world run by powering computers and buildings, recharging batteries for portable handheld devices, and keeping our buildings warm. However, electricity is also dangerous to humans and equipments. Therefore, as protection against the potential electrical hazards, few devices are developed known as electrical safety devices. Different types of electrical protective devices are fuse, MCBs, GFCIs, protective relays, surge protectors, tamper-proof receptacles. Fuse. Fuse is a simple metal strip or wire that melts when it's exposed to high level of electricity. This happens when too much of electricity flows into the power system. The fuse interrupts the connector circuits and absorbs the electrical overflow to protect the electrical equipments from extensive damage caused by firing or overheating. Fuses among the overcurrent protection devices are required in electrical systems to protect human life and to avoid property damage. Ground fault circuit interrupters or GFCIs. Ground fault circuit interrupters are the electrical safety devices that are designed to limit damage of the electrical shocks by quickly disconnecting the circuits when the return neutral conductors and the energized conductors are not balanced. The electrical safety wiring devices disconnects when the circuit wherever this imbalance is located. Miniature circuit breakers or MCBs. A miniature circuit breaker is designed to stop incoming electrical flow at the sign of any irregularities such as overload, Once triggered, circuit breakers can be automatically or manually reset, unlike fuses that have to be replaced once used. Circuit breakers vary in size to protect electrical equipments from small to large. Tamper-proof receptacles. Tamper-proof receptacles are designed to prevent kids from hurting themselves while fidgeting with an outlet. They have two spring-loaded shutters that close the slots when you remove the plug. When you insert the plug, both the shutters compress and the slots open again to accept the plug. Here's a table about the safety devices. Safety devices. The fuse manufacturer is Anchor. Model is 9322 porcelain. Operating voltage is 240 volts. Current rating is 18 amperes. Cost is rupees 320. MCBs Havels. Model is DHNMCSPAO20. Operating voltage is 240 volts. Current rating is 16 amperes and the cost is rupees 180. Tamper-proof receptacles 11 ton 5325 WMP. Operating voltage is 125 volts. Current rating is 15 amperes and cost is 6522. GFCS top L. Model is GW20 W1. Operating voltage is 125 volts. Current rating is 20 amperes and cost is rupees 1555. Earthing. An earthing system connects specific parts of the electrical power system with the ground, typically the Earth's conductive surface for safety and functional purposes. The type of earthing done at my home is pipe earthing. In this system of earthing, the galvanized pipe of 38 diameter and 2 meters length is embedded vertically in the ground to work as the earth electrode, but the depth depends upon the soil conditions. But the wire is embedded up to the wet soil. The earth wire fastened to the top of the section of the pipe with a nut and bolt. The pit area around the GI pipe filled with salt and coal mixture for improving the soil conditions and efficiency of the earthing system. It can take heavy leakage of current for the same electrode size in comparison of the plate earthing. In summer seasons, to have an effective earthing, 3 or 4 buckets of water is put through the funnel for better continuity earthing. The location of the earthing pit is near the meter board. The type of wiring used in my house is concealed conduit wiring. The layout of concealed conduit wiring is done under the plaster of the wall of the building. Conduit pipes are buried under the plaster of the wall with GI wire inside. After, with the help of GI wires, the main PVC insulated cables are drawn through the conduit. Advantage of concealed wiring: their safest wiring, appearance is better, no risk of fire or mechanical wear and tear, no risk of damage of cable insulation, safe from humidity, smoke or steam, etc. No risk of shock, long lasting. Disadvantage of concealed wiring is very expensive. It's very laborious to install. It means like they are time consuming, not easy to customize for future, and hard to detect faults. Thank you.
Yeah. Are all the images that you have posted is from your house?
No, sir. No, sir.
What did we tell you? It has to be from your house, no?
Nice, sir.
Hmm? It has to be from your house. None of the images are in uh, from your house. None of the images. Okay. So let me come to the questions. What do you mean by breaking capacity?
Now, breaking capacity, like the capacity of fuse can interrupt.
What is the difference between the rated current and breaking capacity?
Um,
Okay. If you don't know, you tell it. No problem.
I don't know, sir. I don't.
If you know, take your time. You have, yeah. If you know, you can tell the answer. I don't mind.
No, sir. I don't know.
Okay. So next question, why do we need to go for galvanization? Why galvanized iron pipe is used? Why not a simple iron
It
pipe?
commonly galvanized is only used, sir. I don't know why.
Why are we not using the normal iron pipe? Why do we only prefer galvanized iron pipe? There is a reason, a technical reason for
They
it.
can absorb more
Next,
overload of more current.
what is the difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker? What is the difference between fuse and a circuit breaker?
Circuit breaker can be reset, but fuse cannot be when it's permanently damaged.
Good. Okay, good. Continue. Last question. What is the material used in fuse wire?
I don't know.
Okay, thank you, Chirai. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You can stop presenting and you can exit. Next, Chiresh Yadav.
Yes, sir.
Chiresh Yadav. Yes, Chiresh. Start presenting.
Sir, it is visible.
Yeah, it is visible. Put it to slideshow mode. Slideshow from the beginning.
Yes, sir. Sir, is it now? Is it in slideshow mode?
I think it is in slideshow mode only. You should share the slideshow which is there. That is what it is required.
Sir, 1 minute.
Chirai, you can exit the meeting. No need. You can exit the meeting, Chirai.
Sir, is it visible now?
Start presenting, Chiresh.
Uh, Good afternoon, sir. My name is Chirish Yadav from Mechanical Engineering branch. Today I am going to present about safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electric installations. What is a safety device or protective device? It is equipment applied to electrical power system to detect abnormal and intolerable conditions to initiate appropriate corrective actions. Different types of protective devices used at home are like fuse, miniature circuit breakers, stabilizers, earth leakage circuit breaker. Fuse. Fuses are built as a safety measure to avoid excess flow of current through a circuit which damages expensive electrical appliances. Fuses have a thin metal strip that keeps the connection open. Voltage rating of a fuse vary from 240 volt and current rating vary from 20 amperes. Miniature circuit board. Miniature circuit board is automatically switches off electrical circuit during any abnormal condition in the electric network such as overload, short circuit conditions. Miniature circuit breakers are used to safeguard homes from overload and short circuits. They have the capacity to handle large amount of electricity. They are much reliable and safer than a fuse. Stabilizers. The voltage stabilizer is used for smooth and constant functioning of devices and keep voltage intact. The main purpose of voltage stabilizer is to provide constant voltage to a load even during voltage fluctuations. Installing a voltage stabilizer is essential to protect expensive electrical appliances such as air conditioners, televisions, refrigerators, and computers. ELCB. An earth leakage circuit breaker is safety device used in electrical installation with high earth impedance to prevent shock. It detects small stray voltages on the metal enclosures of electrical equipment and interrupts the circuit of its dangerous voltage is detected. These are the comparison of different safety devices manufactured by different companies. But the one in we use in our home is stabilizer. We use V-Guard stabilizer, which model number VG400. Operating voltage is 170 volt to 270 volt. Current rating is 10. Breakage capacity is 4 kilovolt ampere. The cost is almost 1,460 rupees. MCP we use Wipro. Model number is WM6ASPC. Operating voltage is 240 volt to 415 volt. Current rating is 15 ampere. Breaking capacity is 10 kiloampere. Cost is 115 rupees. Fuse is manufactured by V-Guard company. Model number VG40. Operating voltage is 500 volt. Current rating is 30 ampere. Breaking capacity is 120 kiloampere. Cost is 320 rupees. Earthing or grounding is the process of transferring the immediate discharge of electricity directly to the earth plate by means of low resistance called electricity cables or wires. Earthing really is one of the most important aspects of electric networks since it makes the most readily available and dangerous source of power much safer to use. Different types of earthings are pipe earthing, plate earthing, strip earthing. The type of earthing used in our house is plate earthing. Location is near meter board. Plate earthing, a copper plate or galvanized plate is buried in an earth pit below ground level. The plate electrode connects the electrical conductors to the earth. Wiring. Electrical wiring is the process of connection cables and wires to the related devices such as fuse, switches, sockets, lights, fans, etc. to main distribution board in a specific structure to the utility pole from continuous power supply. Types of wiring are cleat wiring, casing and capping wiring, batten wiring. The type of wiring used at my house is casing and capping. This is one of the simple forms of electricity wiring system. PVC is insulated wires are placed in the plastic casing and covered with cap, hence it is called casing and capping. Casing in is a rectangular strip where the cable runs through it, having grooves. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Why casing and capping is preferred right now?
Sir, it is more.
Why casing and capping is?
Sir, it is more suitable to houses and it prevents uh, like electric shocks.
Hmm. In other types of wiring, what will happen? What are the disadvantages in other
Sir,
types of
casing.
wiring which led to the development?
Sir, in other cases, even though the protection was there, they could the electric shock or any other uh, abnormal conditions would happen. But casing and caping is completely safe for using in houses.
Okay. Conduit wiring is also like that.
Sir, in casing and
Okay.
caping,
Why? Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine, Tiresh. Next question. What is the fuse element? What is the material used in fuse wire?
sir,
What is the element used in fuse wire?
sir, copper or zinc is used. Sir.
Okay.
Metal
Thank you,
strip
Tiresh.
is made out
Thank
of
you.
copper. Or zinc.
You
Okay,
can leave the,
thank you,
okay.
sir.
You can leave the meeting, Tiresh. No problem. Hmm.
Okay, okay, sir.
Next, Darshan. Next up, Darshan
Yes, sir.
HM.
Yes, sir. I'm ready.
Start sharing and yeah, present.
Sir, is screen visible? Sir,
Yeah, it is visible, but PPT is not visible. PPT is not visible.
Sir, now? Hello?
Now also it is not visible. Yeah, it is not visible. Okay, you present at last, Darshan. Don't waste time.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
next, Darshan PJ.
Sir, Darshan Kumar.
Darshan PJ or Darshan Kumar HS. Anyone can start
Darshan
presenting.
Kumar. Yes.
Anyone can start presenting.
Sir, it's visible, sir.
Where is your PPT? Your PPT is not visible. Darshan Kumar HS.
Sir, now.
Your PPT is not visible. Darshan.
Sir, it's visible for us, sir.
Now it is
It's
visible.
visible, sir.
Now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Start presenting.
Yes,
Start
myself,
presenting,
Darshan Kumar
Darshan.
from mechanical. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Start presenting.
Yes, myself, Darshan Kumar from mechanical section. My topic is safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. And the mainly protective devices are devices used to protect the equipment, machinery, components, and devices in electrical and electronic circuit against short circuit, over current and earth fault is called as protective devices. And different types of protective devices are fuses, miniature circuit breaker, also called as RCCB, stabilizer, and the fuse. Fuse is an electrical device used to protect the circuit from over current. Is consists of metal strip and liquefies the when the flow of current through its high. A fuse is a safety device which is damaged when the large amount of electricity passed through it. It is not the damage any other component when electricity reach the fuse wire. The fuse wire is very thin, so if amount of electricity is higher, it get burnt other electric components of house. And the stabilizer, a device which automatically maintains the constant of voltage at the inputs of any receiver of electrical power, or a constant current is in circuit of such receivers. Constant values are maintained regardless of variations in the mains voltage or load. Miniature circuit breaker. A circuit breaker is an automatically operated electrical switch designed to protect an electrical circuit from damage caused by the excess current from an overload or short circuit. Its basic function is to interrupt current flow after a fault it's detected. Unlike a fuse, which operates once and then must be replaced, a circuit breaker can be reset to resume normal operation. And the protection devices MCB Phenol-X Wipro, and the model number is SSL61167R, and the operating voltage 240 volt, current rating 17A 10 ampere, braking capacity 10 kilo ampere, and the cost is 105 or 120. Wipro is 127. Stabilizer V-Guard VG400 model number, and the operating voltage is 120 volts to 270 volt, and the current rating is 12 ampere, and the cost is 1449. And the mainly earthing, the process of transferring the immediate discharge of the electrical energy to the earth by the helping of low resistance wire is known as an electrical earthing. Earthing system also helps to detect and fault in phase and neutral conductors. The systems help to discharge the overload which produces suddenly due to the lightning, which may damage the costly electrical appliances. It also gives the surge protection. After important advantages of earthing is used to protection against the electrical shock. Types of earthing are pipe earthing, plate earthing. Pipe earthing is an best form of earthing. It is the cheap in system of earthing GI pipe of the 38 millimeter diameter and 2 meters length in the embedded vertically in ground to work as an earth electrode, but depth depends on the soil conditions. Wire is an embedded up to the wet soil. Pipe earthing for earthing house wiring, factory wiring, special installations of big factories. And the neutral wire of supply line, etc. Galvanized iron pipe is generally used to the earth electrode. Plate earthing. Plate earthing is securely bottled to the earth plate with the help of bolt nut and washer made of copper in the case of copper plating earthing, and of GI pins and case of GI plate earthing. And the types of wiring used in the houses: casing and capping wiring. It is one of the simplest forms of electrical wiring systems. PVC installed wires are placed in the plastic casing and are covered with a cap, hence the name casing. Capping casing is a rectangular strip where the cables run through it. Gaving grows. Concealed wiring. As a word suggests, concealed meaning hidden. So this wiring is done inside the floors, walls, and it's the further concealed, hidden by the plastering the wall. As shown in the figure, in the other words, use the plastics or electrical wirings inside a wall, ceiling or floor with the plastic or metallic piping is called as secret concealed conducting wire. Any inquiries, sir?
Okay. Is it finished?
Yes, sir.
Did you finish?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, Darshan. Can you tell me what is the element used in fuse wire?
Fused wire like copper, iron,
Oh. Fuse wire.
wire
The answer is
like
wrong.
plastic pipe.
Wrong. Okay. It is wrong. Okay. So now, what is the difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker?
Circuit breaker.
Fuse versus circuit breaker.
Don't know.
Okay. Okay. What do you know? Most of the images are internet taken images. You are
The
taken it
three
directly
pictures
from
are
the internet.
sir. Three pictures are in the internet, sir, and the three pictures, the fuses are in the house
Hmm.
only, sir.
Okay. Did you not see the wiring in your house?
I
Why
have
did you
seen, sir.
not see the wiring figure in your house?
Sir, but the photo has been not ready with me.
It is as the type of wiring used in your house is concealed conduit wiring. It is already inside the wall. That's the reason why you cannot see it. Okay.
Yes, yes, sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then thank you. Anyhow, you have not submitted the report. Your report marks will be 0. Okay. Yes, you can leave the meeting.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
Can I continue, sir?
Yes, Darshan, you can continue. Yeah, Darshan PJ, Deepak, and Deshwant. Okay. So remember the order according to your roll number and start presenting.
Sir, is the screen visible right now?
Yes, Darshan, go ahead. Yes, very good, Darshan. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Darshan HM from Mechanical Engineering. Today I'm going to talking about safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installation. Let us know about basics. Protection device for electrical circuits accomplish two main functions, namely consistency as well as the protection. Protection is asserted through the detecting power supply in a circuit through overcurrent protection, which remains fire hazards and electrocution. Additionally, the current protection may be required to obey with organization principles for some products. Designers must take time to know the different protection devices for circuit. Protections device used to protect circuit from extreme voltage or circuit. This article discusses what is a protection device and types of the protection device used in the electrical and electronic circuits. Let us know about a fuse. Fuses are built as safety measures if there is too much current flows through a circuit. If an electrical current exceeds the maximum current allowed within the fuses, it will overheat and causes the metal strip to melt. Stabilizer. A stabilizer is an electrical device which is used to provide an electrical voltage output to a load at its output terminates irrespective of any change in the input, that is incoming supply. Example: air conditioning units, refrigerator, TV, etc. MCBs. And circuit breaker is an electrical switch designed to protect an electrical circuit from damage caused by the overcurrent or overload or short circuit. It has basic function is to interrupt current flow after the.
Yes, yes. Go to the next slide.
Let us know about the comparison table of protective electrical devices. First, fuse. Eh, Name of the manufacturer of fuse is Eton. Model number is 170
Yeah, yeah.
M621.
Go to the next slide. Go to the next slide.
Earthing.
I have seen. Yeah.
Commonly in every house, and they prefer pipe earthing. Earthing is known as grounding, refers to the contact with the Earth's surface electron by walking barefoot outside or sitting, working or sleeping indoor, connected to a conductive systems. Some of them patents that transfer the energy from the ground into the body. Pipe earthing. Pipe earthing is a best form of earthing. A galvanized iron pipe of 38 millimeter diameter and 2 meter length is embedded vertically in ground to work as earth elect- electrode, but depth depends upon the soil content. Wire is embedded up to the wet soil. The earth wire is fastened to the top section of the pipe with nut and bolt. The pipe area around the pipe is filled with a salt and coal mixture for improving the soil condition and efficiency of earthing system. Types of wiring system. Client wiring. Client wiring is one of the cheapest wiring system considering the initial cost and labor, and it is most suitable for temporary electrical wiring system. They can be easily installed and relatively economically. Casing and capping wiring. This type of wiring installation is one of the simplest form of electrical wiring system. PVC installation wires are placed in the plastic casing and covered with a cap. Hence, the name is casing and capping. Casing is a rectangular strip where the cable run through it having a grooves. The durability of this wiring system is 20 years approximately. Conduit wiring. It is done by using a conduit, with, which is simply the channels of tubes that provide path and protection to the electrical wires. Plastic fibers, metals, and fibers clay are used to make conduits. There are two types: surface conduit wiring. The surface conduit wiring is the conduit are laid on the surface of the wall or leaning of the buildings. Concealed conduit wiring. The conduit are hidden inside the walls, cleaning or floors with the help of plaster and painting. Thank you.
Okay. Very good, Darshan HM. You have taken the image of your earthing from your home. Is it
Yes,
true?
yes, sir. But I didn't got this MCB because it has been covered by one box, something like that.
Okay,
So
okay, okay, okay. So next time you take the photo of MCB from your next house or somewhere else.
yeah,
Okay.
sure, sure, sir.
Okay, okay, Darshan. Okay, good. So now can you tell me the fuse element that is used? What is the material?
Sir, alloy of lead and tin.
Very good, Darshan. Okay. So what is the major difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker?
Sir, fuse is an electrical device that disturbs and stops the current flow in a circuit whenever the current exceeds the predefined value. Where the and sir, can you repeat the question? Fuse and
What is the fuse and circuit breaker?
circuit breaker MCBs. Yeah, MCBs are resettable circuit. We can reset that protection device. Then, on the occurrence of floods, stops the current flow in a circuit. Is it right, sir?
Yeah, okay, good. Very good. Very good. I'm impressed. And can you tell me what is ELCB?
ELCB.
Hmm.
Sorry, sir, I don't know.
Okay, it is earth leakage circuit breaker.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
yes, yes, I remember.
Okay. So it is
Okay,
earth
sir.
leakage circuit breaker.
Okay,
Okay.
sir.
So you can leave the meeting, Darshan HM. Very good. I appreciate it. Okay.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
good.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Can leave the meeting.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Darshan PJ, present it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, your time starts now.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
Your slides are visible and your time starts now.
1 minute, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Myself, Darshan PJ from Mechanical Department. Uh, Today, I'm going to talk about safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. Firstly, what are protective devices? A device used to protect equipment, machinery, component, and devices in electrical and electronic circuit against short circuit over current and earth fault is called as protective devices. Necessity of protective devices. Protective devices are necessary to protect electrical appliances and equipment against short circuit, abnormal variations in the supply voltage, overloading of equipment. That's it. And next, types of protective devices. Uh, First one, fuse wire or fuse. Second one, MCB, that is a miniature circuit breaker. And the next, stabilizer and earthing. Uh, fuse generally means fuse wire placed in a fuse holder. It is a safety device which protects electrical and electronic circuits against overloads, short circuit, and earth faults. Next, miniature circuit breaker (MCB). A circuit breaker is an automatically operated electrical switch designed to protect an electrical circuit from damage caused by excess current from an overload or a short circuit. Its basic function is to interrupt current flow after a fault is detected. Next one, stabilizer. One that stabilizer means it stabilizes something such as a substance added to another substance such as an explosive or plastic or to a system such as an emulsion to prevent or retard an unwanted alternation of a physical state. Next, earthing. An earthing system, it is called as a grounding system, connects specific parts of an electric power system with the ground, typically the earth's conductive surface, for safety and functional purposes. The choice of earthing system can affect the safety and electromagnetic capability of the installation. Next one, types of earthing. There are 5 types. First one, solid earthed neutral. Second one, unearthed neutral. Next one, resistance earthed
So
neutral.
go to the next slide. Next slide. Next slide.
Okay.
Next.
Next,
Next. Okay.
casing and capping wiring. Plastic casing and cap are used in this wiring system, hence called casing and capping wiring system. The case is a strip-like rectangular portion where the PVC insulated wires or the cables are placed. The case has grooves in it, and the cables are run through them. The cap is used to cover the cables. And this is casing and capping. Next one, concealed wiring. In this, the wiring is done inside the floors or walls, and it is further concealed or hidden by plastering the wall. In other words, using plastic or electrical wiring inside a wall, sealing a floor with the plastic or metallic piping is called secret concealed conduit wiring. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Why? What are the disadvantages in different wirings? Why do we choose only casing and capping and conduit wiring?
Sir, it is safety, sir.
Okay. Next, what is the major difference between fuse and a circuit breaker?
Sir, circuit breaker can reset over and over again, sir.
Okay. Good.
Then fuse can be replaced with one red inside.
Okay. Now, what do you mean by breaking capacity?
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Okay. Where the earthing is located, where will you do the earthing?
Sir, outside the house.
Definitely outside the house itself. Where will you do it? You have directions in your house: north, south, east, west. Where will you do it?
South, sir. No, properly.
Tell me properly, where do you use it? Okay. Next, what is the element used for fuse wire?
Sir, that alloy of lead, sir.
Off? Tie off?
Lead,
Only lead?
lead and zinc.
Okay, good. Lead and?
Zinc.
No, no, no. Okay. Stop presenting and you can leave the meeting.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Next, Deepak M.
Yes, sir.
Your time starts now. Start presenting.
Sir, is it visible, sir?
The screen is visible. You can start presenting.
Good evening, sir. This presentation is on safety measures and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installations. Starting with protective devices, it is also called as electrical safety devices. Devices which is used for.
Next slide. Next
Sorry, sir.
slide, please. Next slide. Go to the next slide.
Shall I start,
Yeah.
sir?
None of the images are from your house. Why is it
Sorry, sir. I
so?
will replace it, sir.
Finish it soon.
Now, fuse. It is a protective device which is used for which is used to protect the circuit from overcurrent. Fuse consists of a metal strip that liquefies when there is a high flow of current. Fuses are classified into different types. It is classified to AC fuses and DC fuses, and AC is further classified to other types of fuses. The advantages of using fuse is that it is one of the cheapest protective devices. No extra maintenance cost is required. It requires less time compared to circuit breakers. MCB or miniature circuit breakers. It is used to protect low voltage electrical circuits from damage caused due to excess current or short circuit. The advantages of using MCB is that it can easily identify fault zone in electrical circuit. It is safe to use and more sensitive to current. Maintenance cost is less. RCCB, residual current circuit breaker. It works on the principle of Kirchhoff law. It is a current sensing device which can automatically measure and disconnect the circuit whenever a fault occurs in the connected circuit. ELCB, Earth Leakage Circuit Breaker. It is used. It is a protective device used in electrical installation with high earth impedance to prevent shock. It interrupts the circuit whenever there is a dangerous voltage detected. There are two types of ELCB: voltage ELCB and current ELCB. Next is MCCB, Modulated Case Circuit Breaker. It works on the principle of electromagnetism. Device. It is
Next,
a
go to
device.
the next one. Go to the next one. You have MCCB in your home? Do you have MCCB in your home?
No, sir.
Then why did you put it? Yeah, go to the type of earthing directly.
It's earthing. It is a safety
Next, next,
measure.
next. Which type of earthing is preferred in your
Plate
house? Good.
piped earthing, sir.
No, explain
Earthing is
pipe
this
earthing.
piped earthing. It is the most common type of earthing. Galvanized steel and perforated pipe of certain length and diameter is placed vertically in wet soil. Another type of earthing is plate earthing. Copper is buried in ground at deep at a depth which is lesser than 3 meter. um, Domestic electrical wiring. There are three types of wiring: cleat wiring, casing and capping, conduit wiring. Cleat wiring, it is suitable for temporary electrical wiring system. It is cheap and can be installed quickly. Casing and capping, used in casing and capping wiring system. PVC insulated wires are placed in strip like rectangular position in this type of wiring. Conduit wiring, there are two types of conduit wiring: surface wiring and concealed wiring. So, surface wiring is circuit is laid on the surface of wall, ceiling, etc., whereas in concealed wiring, circuit is laid inside the walls. Thank you, sir.
Okay, very good. Okay, Deepak, can you tell me what do you mean by PVC? What do you mean by
Polyvinyl
PVC?
polyvinyl chloride.
Very good, very good. And what is the difference between fuse and a circuit breaker?
Fuse, when once it gets liquefied and destroyed, it should be replaced, but circuit breaker, it can be reset, sir.
Okay, and why circuit breakers are preferred even though we have a fuse?
So circuit breakers, there is no need to replace again and again. It is
Okay,
automatic.
why pipe earthing is preferred in residential applications in your house? Why not plate earthing?
Um,
And what type of earthing is preferred? High conductivity or low conductivity?
Sir, low conductivity. Sir,
Okay, thank you.
pipe earthing is preferred.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you.
Okay, sir.
Deshwant, can start presenting. Yes, start presenting.
Sir, it is visible.
It is visible. Start presenting.
Okay. Safety measurement and electrical wiring in domestic installation, which are used in our houses. Next. Electrical protective devices. It's a device which protects the abnormal electrical circuits in abnormal condition or in high voltage or in high current. And we have different type of electrical protective devices in our house, like fuses, circuit breakers, and poly switch, etc. Fuses. The electrical fuses is a device used to device against overloads or short circuits. It's a device against the overload or short circuit consisting where flow of current is high, and the fuse which is used in the element used in the fuse is the alloy of a zinc, alloy of a lead or zinc. and the copper wire is used in the fuse. Next we have miniature circuit breaker. It's also called as MCB, and this can be miniature circuit breaker can be replaced, and this is very favorable. And next we can come to the comparison table for differential manufacture of safety devices, and we have some table a fuses of micron, and then the voltage of 415 voltage, 250 to 240 voltage, and this cost ranging from 57 to 1328. Next to MCB like Legrand and V Gada, which are used in TV and fridges. Voltage ranges from 240 to 220, and its cost is from 160 to 2280. Next we are coming to pipe earthing, which is preferable in our house, and iron pipe is placed because it can be essential for hello sir.
Continue.
A galvanized iron pipe which is placed in a pit of a 38 millimeter diameter and 2 meters. The pipe is based on the quality of the soil. And next we use some salt and the core materials to maintain the essential efficiency, to increase the efficiency of earthing systems and improve the condition of the soil. And we can also use plate earthing but it is not preferable. And the pipe earthing is placed near our comfortable places, that is near the meter board. Plate earthing is placed near the meter board, but pipe earthing is placed far different from the meter board. Type of wiring and conduct wiring. It is done by to conduct a simple channels or tubes that provides in path. In our houses, we are used surface conducting wiring. So not surface, concave conducting wires. These conducting wirings are been sealed out, and it is below the roof. And next type of conducting wire used in the materials, metallic conductors, and in metallic conductors, low gauge conductor and high gauge conductor. In low gauge, thick layer steel conductor and thin layer steel conductor is based. Metallic conductors and in non-metallic conductors, we really prefer for non-metallic because it's very cheap, and we commonly use it in our also polyvinyl chloride, and it is flexible and cheap but in less durable. Casing and capping wiring, it is one of the most simple forms that electrical wiring casing that is in rectangular in shape that almost we use it in our house. It is made up of polyvinyl chloride. That are the safety measurement and electrical wiring in domestic electrical installation. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Hello,
Deshwant,
sir.
a very good presentation. Yeah, very good presentation, Deshwant. You can stop presenting. I'll ask you the questions.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Deshwant. What is the difference between a fuse and a circuit breaker?
Sir, a circuit breaker can be replaced. It automatically replaces if it damages, but a fuse cannot be replaced, sir. We need to replace. It does not replace automatically. So circuit breaker is usually preferable. It's good, sir.
Okay, what do you mean by breaking capacity?
Breaking capacity is nothing but due to the high voltage, the wire will be damages, but it not affect the instrument, sir.
Okay. Why fuses are rated only in current?
Fuses, sir, because it is made up of alloy of lead and copper.
Okay. Lead and
Copper.
no. Lead and tin. Okay.
Lead and okay, sir.
Okay. So why do we need to have alternate layers of charcoal and salt in earthing?
Sir, to maintain the efficiency of the earthing, sir, and then to maintain
Very
the soil
good.
quantity.
Very good. Okay then. Okay. So thank you. You can leave the meeting now. Okay. Very well presented, everyone. You can stop and you can leave the meeting.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay. So the session has ended.